Hello, welcome to Sycamore Ridge. This video is going to be partially narrated because we have a lot of clips, but we don't have, audio for them. The audio messed up, so I'm just going to give a quick rundown before we get started. In this video, the first thing that we're going to show you is Quinn on his tractor with the tiller, tilling up the garden, and then Lucy's going to explain where the horse fence is going to go. And then we're going to show you some of the logs, we cut down trees, some of the logs from trees that we've cut down that we're going to be using for fence posts, probably. And then after that, we're going to show you our hammock area, the tire swing we finally got, and then I'm going to give you a rundown of what I do to clean the turkey pen and how to build a roosting bar for them, but it's a very bad roosting bar. And then after that, we're going to show you the progress on the garden. We're putting up fencing for the garden, so we're going to do that. And then Quinn and Lucy are going to show you the barn and the progress on the barn. And then after the progress on the barn, I do believe we will be getting the turkeys out of my studio, which, as you can tell, they're actually out of my studio now, but this is like months ago, and I'm just now posting it. We have forgotten to record a lot of stuff, which is my bad. I'm the cameraman, so oops. So anyways, let's get into it.
Yeah, so it's gonna go from this tree to that tree. That tree is the corner post.
That tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's gonna go down. We'll have a corner post down there. And then it's gonna go back, corner post, and then come up. We're gonna use the old sycamore as part of the fencing. Really off the big limb on the sycamore that sticks straight up to the barn will be a short run.
Okay. Gotcha. So then it's just from there to a corner post there to a corner post there, all the way up to here, and then it ends right here at the edge of the barn. Okay.
Yeah.
And then right here, we have the trees that we cut down. One of them was 30 foot long, so those aren't cut up yet.
Hi, welcome to my hammock grove.
How many trees are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trees.
Yes, and it's like the perfect place because it's shaded during the day. It's between the barn and the house, and the house side's kind of more secluded, so you can just hang out and have a picnic. But I think I want to put a hammock in here.
It's like a perfect circle, too.
I know. It's all sassafras, too, so it smells nice.
And then check it out. We got our tire swing. Took us long enough. It's not touching the ground. The grass is just really long. So, I'm just hanging out here with these losers. Their entire pen is empty, so I'm going to clean that out, switch the other little guys over to that, clean that out, and then reorganize the studio and completely give it a makeover because they kick up so much dust. So that's going to be this part of the video. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So this is what it looks like right now. This I just did yesterday and it's already completely filthy. These guys are going to go in here once this is clean. I'm going to wipe down the walls in the back, move the food, move everything around, put this up, and then hopefully have a little bit of my studio space back together again. Kiki. Okay, turkey pen is clean. All the bedding's right there. Now I'm going to take the bedding outside and sprinkle it out in our garden. So, turkey manure is absolutely amazing. This compost, quit being nasty. So I'm gonna use this. I've also now decided that this roosting post for them is much too small, so I'm gonna go build a bigger one, or at least attempt to. My thought process is to add one of these bases here, and then use this to connect the two, and that should give them about 6-ish inches. So we'll see if they like that. I probably should go taller because they jump up on the water all the time, but I mean, this is just what I've got. It's split, so we're going to try the ends of this butcher block. So we'll do that instead. Honestly, I'm not mad. Now I just need to find 2 other pieces like those. And that should give him a decent bit of height. Let's try that. I'm gonna friggin' scream. Changed my mind. I wasn't done with this side. Now we're done with this side. My husband came out and gave me some actual pieces of wood to work with. Whoops. This is what it's supposed to look like when you actually try. But I was too afraid to handle the saw. So I'm gonna scream. This is so annoying. Okay, took a piece of old countertop. Quinn cut it, did that. This side, butcher block. Okay. Cage is all done, bedding is done, food is done. Now I'm gonna take these guys, put them in there, clean their bedding out. Okay, theirs is clean, and check this out. Wow! This will be your pen one day. What do you think? So they're all rounded up now, and look, they're actually using their perch. What do you think? Okay, that took forever getting them back out of the yard, but they had a good day. I'm making them a dewormer solution water thing, so that way if they did pick up anything outside, they'll be completely clean by tonight. So everybody's happy. I don't know where I'm at in the camera, but we're going to be working on the garden today. We just drove some fence posts. We're going to chicken wire it up. Sunscreen in my eyes. Look how fast I can go. Check out my new shoes. Look how fast they make me go. So we're gonna do the garden, and then I told Lucy that if we get the turkeys out of my frickin' studio today, then we can get some barred rock chickens. Barred rocks.
Barred rock.
So as long as we can get all that done today, she gets her barred rocks, the turkeys get out of my studio, and I end up with more chickens. So let's go, gamers.
Around with it too.
Gators put back together. Looking good, girl. The stickers on this thing.
Some new shoes.
Yeah, no joke. Looks good, because they were all flat. Okay, so this is the garden. I don't know how big this is, to be completely honest with you. I think it's about 20 by 20. No. Maybe 12 by 20.
No, it's bigger than 12 by 20. I think it's a square.
I don't know. I can't tell from this, but we got the fence post drove in. We're gonna do like a step-in gate. We're just gonna attach chicken wire to it and then just step it in and move it, because we're lazy. And we gotta get the barn done so we can get turkeys. We'll get the turkeys outside. I have sunscreen in my eye. I'm actually dying.
All right, do you want to show off the barn? Or lack thereof?
Yeah, lack thereof.
We'll be back, honey.
Okay. Should probably wait so that we're not walking. Tesla got on us last time for walking and talking.
Oh, is there like a lot of noise to it?
Yeah, she said don't do that.
Her little headphones are probably like... Oh my god, I can't wait to be like half asleep and she yells at me.
That's a fun poke.
Alright.
Okay.
Here's the barn.
Oogie, oogie, oogie.
Can you, what is the rough dimensions of it? Like 20 by...
24, I think?
Yeah.
Something like that. 20 by 24 or 20 by 25. I don't know. So, I feel like we've done a barn tour. We'll do it again. I don't know if it's ever made it into a video yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is what will one day be the tack room. The tack and feed room. Until then it has a big hole in the floor. But it also has this thing that's fun to climb on.
Walk
Bad
the
idea.
plank.
Yeah. It like sweet.
So looking at it, some of the supports have fallen. Obviously the floor is rotting away, but it's definitely salvageable.
Why did the floor rot away?
Because of a hole in the roof.
Believe it or not, but it's better than it was. We
Yeah.
climbed up there and bent the metal back over so that it's like at least flat.
So if you went on Google Earth, you could see that it was all the roofing metal was bent back all the way in 2010. So whenever wind got under it and ripped it back, they just left it because someone didn't want to deal with it or couldn't. And because of that, we have all this rot. So now what was a 10-minute job is now a whole lot more.
Yeah. So we have like some metal to patch it. It's not matching metal and it's also not new. But it'll patch it for the time being so we can work on the barn without it getting worse. That's kind of, there's two phases to this barn. One is keeping it from getting worse, and then phase 2 is actually fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Let's go to the other side.
It's a lot of wood boring bees. My grandpa made a trap. We have a couple more to hang, but it hasn't been catching many. It got a couple wasps, which is surprising, but no bees.
Okay, so this side's gonna be the chicken coop, turkey house thing. It's pretty big.
What was it originally?
A corn crib.
Corn crib.
This whole barn was like a corn crib thing, basically, you know, with a pass through. So we're just going to try to make it into a livestock barn now. For the time being, the middle is going to become a run-in for the horses. This will be the chicken coop side, and then the other side's tack and feed. Hopefully over the summer we can get a hayloft sort of situation put there, so that we have somewhere to put all of our hay bales.
So this floor, it was rotting out like the other side, not near as bad though. When I pulled everything back, realized there was a real large split here. So I had to patch it, not very well, but I got it done. It was split open maybe 4 or 5 inches. So I just ran some lag screws in, a few long deck screws, and then patched it on the side with a 2x4 to try and tie it together for a little bit extra strength. But it is solid now, good enough to patch up. Since the floor is a true 1-inch thick board, having some trouble finding the correct thickness for patching this. We're gonna end up just using deck board. There'll be a small ridge, but it'll be a lot less bad than using the 2x12s that I had already bought and can't use. So
Well, now we can use 2x12s for like nesting boxes and things like that. There's always other uses for things.
yeah, definitely, but it's just expensive wood, especially right now with how crazy things are.
Well, and it's expensive, you know, there's so much stuff we need to buy. Like, yeah, what we buy, if it doesn't work, we have to repurpose it, but it's still inexpensive upfront costs to have to, you know, buy something, it doesn't work, and then buy something else.
Definitely.
So,
I'll show one of my patches as well.
Your local bimbo is here.
Nice. So one of the main issues is this beam here has rotted out pretty bad, completely, and it's really not doing much. You can see how it moves. So what we'll have to do is replace this upright. We're gonna have to replace part of this beam that goes overhead. Trying to get it with because of the sun. Okay. And then also because of that corner there, we have to take it back. What I've done is take a couple 4x4s to carry that weight there, so this post can be yoinked out at any time. Ran a couple 4x4s there, and put some block under it. I have one of those blocks on its side and I need to flip it to where they're both upright so it can actually carry the weight. I'll get around to it. But other than this post or this corner and then the damage that is over under that roof, it is still very solid. I mean, the fact that a whole corner can rot out and the whole thing's still standing super square is extremely impressive. And that is because of the thick ass siding they used. So you should be able to see how much it is bowing out. What happened was, once that corner post started rotting, these pieces of siding started carrying all the weight, and that's why it's still standing. So that's one of the benefits of overbuilding things, is that when something fails, it still lasts a while. If this was your typical like 2x4 stick built home or something and a corner rotted out like that, it would just be done for. So if you got the money, it's worth overbuilding. But as you can see, that one is carrying quite a bit of weight. I'll show you the back side. There's another piece of roofing that we have to patch up. So from the back, you can see a little bit of the roofing there, and there is pulling off. Needs a bit more work. Obviously, some wood replaced. But this will be the turkey side. Started putting in some chicken wire, and it's buried underneath to keep any critters from getting in, because we have quite a few coyotes by us. This side as well, we'll probably close it in at one point, but it's kind of lower priority at the moment since it's just going to be hay. Have to replace some wood on this side and all that.
Oh, you found 4-leaf clovers too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got one for you, one for me.
Aw. Well, are you ready for some good content?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got done patching up the barn, and we're going to herd all the turkeys into it, hopefully. We'll show off all the cool details that we did, because Lucy's got sticks so we can herd the goats. The turkeys. Alright.
For another episode.
What is up, Richard? Okay. So, they're already shit everywhere. Go that way. Come on. They just don't stop. You know what I realized the other day? Birds don't pee.
No, they do a combo.
Pretty good. So, let's do a quick turkey tour. Okay, so now that these guys are all home, we had to put some wood down just to make sure that there were no holes. There's just some rotted spots, so we just put down some wood that we're not able to use. And a garage door panel that was in the barn when we first got the place. And then Lucy nailed this down because this is a giant hole and we didn't want predators coming. Really, dude? Right there? Took some chicken wire and put this up here so that way they have a space corner to be in. And then we put chicken wire up here on the window, and we put boards up to keep it more sturdy. So that's what we've done so far. Now we gotta go clean out the pens again for the babies. Do you still want barred rocks? So the babies are in the big pen now, and then the big turkeys are outside in the barn now. So far we got that done. We'll check on the big turkeys again here in a bit. I'm about to run some water out to them. Okay, so I think we're done for the day. We got the turkeys moved to the barn. We've got the garden completed, I think. So we have the fencing done from there all the way around to there, but we have an opening right here for a gate. Lucy is currently working on a gate, I think. She's at her house right now and she's doing that. And then hopefully we'll have a gate on it and then we'll be able to plant tomorrow. So let's see how that goes. So anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get another one up here soon. Quinn just bought a sawmill and a bunch of other fun stuff, and we still haven't started the horse fence, so hopefully we'll have that recorded and we'll show you what we've been doing in preparation for that. Oh, we also, the studio is finished. Yeah, we tore up the floorboards in here, so there's like all original flooring now. The other thing is we started work on the basement, so I'll try to do an update on that. Like there's a lot of repair, like fixing drains, patching concrete, things like that. So nothing super exciting, but hopefully we'll have more updates for you here soon. Hey, Red. Thanks for watching.